Hi, welcome to Info Knowledge Facts. The newest British aircraft carrier are the first of their kind to feature a twin-island design. But why the British Navy came up with such a design is a question that can only be answered below deck. There are two engine rooms on the Queen Elizabeth-class carriers, and they are spaced apart to increase redundancy and survivability, because during World War II, HMS Ark Royal was lost to a single torpedo hit that caused flooding in the engine room F, which is why the newest British air carriers are the first to ever have a twin-island design. However, this poses a challenge because each propulsion system requires a separate set of exhaust shafts, and the gas turbine exhaust pipe has a diameter of 2.4 meters and is difficult to bend. Since the downtakes and exhaust pipes are concealed within the islands, the shaft must be roughly on top of the engine room. Because of this megastructure, the newest British airlines may have either one long island, similar to the Invincible class carriers, or two smaller islands. Since we already know the conclusion, British engineers did a rigorous analysis to determine which design is superior. We'll go through the twin island design's 5 benefits and 1 significant drawback. The two smaller islands have a smaller footprint than the one larger island, which is the first benefit. Installing an aircraft lift in the gap between the two islands would be a much better use of the available space. Less air turbulence on the flight deck is the second benefit. The third benefit is improved visibility for both ship operations and the flight control, as turbulent air is a significant hindrance to aircraft operations. The crew on the bridge has superior sight when the front island is closer to the bow of the boat, especially in narrower seas. Normally, flight control, or FLICO, is merely an appendix portion of the bridge, but by dedicating a second island to it, you may place it in an ideal spot in the back of the carrier. FLICO Tower has a 290-degree view of the flight deck through enormous, 3-meter-tall windows, because it is where the planes land. Having such a view makes things simpler and boosts aircraft controllers' awareness as they talk through the pilot's protocols for landing. The dual island configuration provides for better separation of the main radars, which is the fourth benefit, because deploying two radar systems on separate islands reduces signal interference and blind areas. The fifth and final benefit of having twin islands is that they may be built separately off-site and then fitted into the hull, which is much simpler than erecting one enormous island made of numerous modules. But what about the drawbacks? Well, the physical separation itself appears to be the biggest drawback, since launching and landing aircraft from a moving ship is a delicate process. Ship control and flying control must be in constant communication. As a result, the front island is primarily used for ship control, and the island to the back is used for FLICO for flying control. Because the ship's heading and speed must be precise during launches and landings, having ship control officers and flight control officers collaborate in close quarters makes things easier. With them now located on separate islands, this is no longer necessary, meaning that they must rely on intercom for communication, which will take some getting accustomed to in the event that one of the islands is attacked. Even though it's not ideal, if the intercom malfunctions, the second island can take up its responsibilities and vice versa. If you're being completely honest, what do you think of this twin island design? Let us know in the comments section below, and as always, thanks for watching.